we're going to take a footprint.
I've heard about thumbprint, not footprint.
No, a footprint, as you can see.
Yeah.
And this simple tool, it's not high tech. It is high tech. And very low touch too at the feet. So, a gridded surface, the lines go running this way, and it's got ink on it. And what I'm doing, I'm rolling, just putting an even layer of the ink across that. Paper underneath. And so Jackie is going to put her foot on here.
Jackie, say hi to camera real quick. Okay.
So she's going to put that foot on here first. And then she's going to put the other foot on there. Okay. Simple process. Bend your knees forward, down like that. Bring it back up. Lift up this foot straight up and step back. Voila! There is the footprint.
So this is the footprint.
Correct.
I see the grid on the paper. Can you explain this to me?
Okay, so overall,
Why these are kind of like all?
okay, the darker spots are an indication as to how a person's posture is throwing them off and where they're putting more print on. 1, 2, 3, 4 toes. Missing the little toe.
So she is giving more pressure here
Correct.
than there.
Yes, and
Does that mean my feet are turning inward?
yeah, you're like, and then also if you look, just put your foot back beside here for a minute.
No, not my foot.
Yeah. She's got this little bump developing here too. Okay?
Okay.
And if I feel here, there's callus. So that callus is that spot there.
Okay.
So,
let's do it this way.
right. Perfect.
Okay.
So as Jackie's putting more pressure on that, this starts to bend this way. This puts more pressure on here too. The body wants to strengthen it. It's bringing in more calcium into this area. Therefore, it starts to form a bunion.
Oh.
And so, it's very important in reflexology, everything in your body is connected in the feet. I mean, your feet is out of balance, your body is out of balance. And all the meridians running on this side of the feet, which is our 5 meridians running through the toes, are the energy channels that are connected to all the parts of the body. Your kidneys, your liver, your whatever. So literally, reflexology works. And we have to, like they talk in traditional Chinese medicine, I've basically been able to confirm that because after we do the footprint, we do a custom-made orthotic made out of proper materials. And there's good ones and there's bad ones. So orthotics and working on the feet is totally essential. This is a structure, a mock-up structure of a foot. This is not the ones that floated on the island, on the beaches. As you can see, there's a lot of pieces to it, okay? There's bones, there's tendons, there's joints, there's ligaments, and all of it's got to work together. And what supports those feet are the arches. And the arches are just like the suspension. You got the arches coming across here and coming across here. So it's like the suspension on your car. Your car doesn't travel very well when the suspension is off. Your tires were funny. Guess what? If your shoes were funny, you can tell it's a foot problem. And then you can tell the calluses formation in those areas. And typically people have a lot of calluses on the heels. They're heavy on the heels. And that's connected to the back problems, sciatic problems. So we got to always fix, like the car, we got to fix the suspension. With the feet, we got to fix the arches. But because this has to flex, you do not want to make the mistake in getting a pair of orthotics that actually don't work with your feet. I'm going to show you. Okay, so here's one. It's very very rigid. Here's one that is hard to keep the support. You don't want anything squashy. You want something that lifts, gives you the proper lift, okay, to get your suspension back up. But when you're walking, because all this foot structure has to move, this also has to flex. If it's something hard, and many of people's orthotics, it's made out of plastic. It's like putting your feet in a cast. And if you put your hands in a cast, or your arms, what happens if you don't take them off in time? They atrophy. When you put your feet and you equip them with the wrong orthotics, you stick them in your shoes, and they cannot work with your feet. It's like putting a cast on your feet. And therefore, over time, you're actually doing more harm to the whole foot structure. You'll weaken it.
So what if how would you naturally correct it? Like someone that couldn't do orthotics, how could you naturally correct it? Does it work?
One of my best solutions that I've seen, and again, just working with so many people, a mini trampoline.
Ah, really?
One of the major solutions, how to fix your feet, because when you're creating that bounce, and you want to get a good one, okay?
Oh yeah, that we
Don't want
experienced
to
that.
get one that's a stiff one, because it's hard on your body, it's hard on your back. But you got something like a cellulizer. It's definitely one way to do it. And 5 to 10 minutes a day on a good mini trampoline, and then you can do jumping jacks, you can do all kinds of things on it. It is amazing how that will help to rehabilitate your feet. And what I've noticed that people have done that to their feet, they've actually not just corrected the feet, but they've also corrected the rest of the structure. When I energetically measure them, their knees issues are not there, shoulder issues, neck issues, it actually ends up balancing the body. So it's a very good way of naturally correcting a lot of structural issues happening in your body. So one way, if you got bad feet, get good orthotics. Something like this. This is made out of ortholine nylon, okay? So it doesn't get contaminated, all right? And again, everything is connected into the feet. So if you have issues going on with some of your major organs, those organs are connected on the meridian lines, and the points are also located in the feet. And just let me show you from a chart. And you can see how in the feet, like it says, for example, this is in the head area. So if you have a lot of issues in the head, massage the big toe, your pineal gland, pituitary gland, all those glands, and you start getting into the neck. You get into the shoulders, you're more on this side here. Your eyes are below the two toes. Your ears are in there. So you got your digestive tract in here. All your organs are represented in the feet. So when in traditional Chinese medicine they refer to feet first, it's very, very, very true. And so when I focus on helping people with their feet, and that's beyond, like I will do the cupping on the feet, because it is as effective and more effective as reflexology on the feet, because it's physically, like the way I do it, it brings in moves the fluid, so all the crystals. So if you've got things like, people have whatever, inflammation in the feet.
Gout.
Okay. Gout, yeah, exactly. So that can help flow more blood, get the lymphatics going, open up any of the energy blockages, and then voila, the body just sets itself up where it can optimally heal, because everything is related to getting the circulation, getting the fluids to flow, get the blood to flow, get the oxygen in there through the blood. We fix the feet, everything is connected to the feet. Energetically, we can measure the organs, and I've even done it for people. They've got an issue with their eye. That side, let's say it's left side of the body, eye, I'll just massage in the toes. And then I do another energetic reading, and it's up. So that's why If you treat the feet correctly and energize, have all the energy flowing back in the feet up, and as your feet are working, then you will notice that people's health start to also improve. We don't fix the feet. We're only temporary. We're only putting Band-Aid treatments on the local area. So it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's massage, acupuncture, acupressure, you name it. Good modalities, helpful, but they all can tend to be temporary if the feet are messed up. So have a good look at your feet, get your feet printed, contact me, and love to just show you and tell you the truth of where it all begins, feet first.